Hurricane Irma has pummeled the Turks and Caicos Islands after leaving a trail of destruction across the Caribbean, killing at least 14 people. Howling winds and rough seas battered the British overseas territory, experiencing a top-rated Category 5 hurricane for the first time. There has been some damage and flooding in Haiti, which is still recovering from the devastating 2010 earthquake. Some 500,000 people were told to leave South Florida with Irma due on Sunday. The hurricane's winds have moderated slightly, at up to 165 miles per hour, 270 kilometers per hour. An estimated 1.2 million people have been affected by Irma, and that could rise sharply to 26 million, the Red Cross says. There are concerns that disease could spread rapidly in areas where drinking water and sanitation services have broken down, and officials have warned that the death toll is likely to rise. Irma is near the Turks and Caicos Islands and is projected to move towards the Bahamas. The storm is predicted to reach Cuba next, before hitting the U.S. state of Florida at the weekend, with the head of the U.S. Emergency Agency predicting a truly devastating impact on the archipelago of Turks and Caicos. With its population of about 35,000, one witness described a drop in pressure that could be felt in people's chests. Irma ripped off roofs in the main island, Grand Turk, flooded streets, snapped utility poles, and caused a widespread blackout. Governor John Freeman told the BBC that people in low-lying areas were evacuated and sent to shelters. The island's highest point is only 50 meters, 163 feet. Virginia Clervaux, director of the Turks and Caicos Department of Disaster Management and Emergencies, warned that even inland areas could be inundated by the storm surge. "We are expecting inundation from both rainfall as well as storm surge. And we may not be able to come rescue residents in a timely manner." Irma also caused some damage to roofs, flooding and power outages to the northern parts of the Dominican Republic and Haiti. In Cuba, thousands of tourists from coastal resorts in the exposed part of the island have been evacuated. Britain, France, and the Netherlands have sent ships, rescue teams and emergency supplies to their territories that have been hit by Hurricane Irma. Aid efforts are being hampered by damage to local airports and harbors. Irma is due to hit Florida as a Category 4 hurricane on Sunday, bringing storm surges and flooding. If you look at the size of this storm, it's huge, Florida Governor Rick Scott said on Thursday. It's wider than our entire state and could cause major and life-threatening impacts on both coasts, coast to coast. U.S. President Donald Trump said, "I can say this, Florida is as well prepared as you can be for something like this. Now it's just a question of what happens." Hurricane and storm surge warnings have been issued for South Florida and the Florida Keys, the U.S. National Hurricane Center says. Roads and airports have been jammed as thousands of people tried to evacuate areas at risk, with reports of fuel shortages and gridlock on some roads. Many tourists are stranded with no seats left on flights back to their countries as flights to and from airports in Florida are being suspended. Orlando's International Airport said commercial flights would stop from 1700 hours local time, 2100 hours GMT, on Saturday. Another storm, Jose, further out in the Atlantic behind Irma, is a Category 3 hurricane, with winds of up to 195 kilometers per hour, 120 miles per hour. Some slight strengthening is possible in the next day or so, according to the NHC. Hurricane Katia, in the Gulf of Mexico, has strengthened a little but still is a Category 1 storm, with winds of up to 140 kilometers per hour, 85 miles per hour. A warning is in effect for the coast of the Mexican state of Veracruz, and the storm is expected to make landfall on Saturday. Are you in the region? Are you a holidaymaker unable to get a flight home, or a resident who has been preparing for Hurricane Irma? If it is safe for you to do so, share your experiences by emailing haveyoursay@bbc.co.uk. Please include a contact number if you are willing to speak to a BBC journalist. You can also contact us in the following ways. What do you think about this news? Scroll down and comment. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Goodbye and see you again.